Nur Izzat Atira binti Zakaria with metric numbers AD 2016. Let's start our presentation with the introduction of the heat transfer. As we all know, the thermal and engineer fields of study known as heat transfer that deals with the production, application, conversion and exchange of thermal energy across physical systems. The classification of heat transfer into different methods that includes thermal conduction, thermal convection, thermal radiation and the transmission of energy through phase change.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Maisaratul Hamisha and my metric number is AD223. So now I will start with our grouping project video, which is first conduction. The theory for conduction is the process by which heat transfer is transmitted through collision between neighboring atoms or molecules. In solid and liquid, where particles are more closely spaced, conduction happens more easily than in gases, where particles are more widely spaced. The rate of energy transfer by conduction is higher, where there is a large temperature difference between the substance and the surface contact.
In this slide, I will show to you guys the list of apparatus that will be used in this experiment. First, metal spoon, and then we also need to use wood spoon and plastic spoon. We also need to use a little bit of butter and use candle, also with stopwatch.
Next is experiment method. First, we light on the candle that's going to be used for melting up the butter, and we put the butter on the top of metal spoon, then place the spoon on head of fire and start the stopwatch. We will stop the stopwatch when the butter is melted. Then we repeat this both steps by using plastic and wood spoon. So this is our experiment result. For spoon metal, we get 5.5 seconds for the butter to be melted. And for plastic, we get 12.37 seconds. And for the wood, we choose the longest time taken, which is 32.92 seconds.
My name is Nur Izzat Atira. My metric card AD20011. Now let's talk about theory of convection. Convection is the method of transferring heat through the large-scale motion of molecules inside fluids like gases and liquids. Conduction is used for the initial heat transmission between the fluid and the object. But fluid motion is responsible for the majority of heat transfer. For natural convection, it is when convection takes place due to a buoyant force, as there is differences in density caused by the difference in temperature. For forced convection, when external sources such as fans and pump are used for creating induced convection, it is known as forced convection. This is the list of apparatus for experiment convection. First, we need A4 paper. Secondly, a scissor. Then, plasticine, candle and bamboo stick. Let's move on into our experiment methods. Firstly, from A4 paper, we cut it into a spiral shape. Then, the spiral paper will be placed on top of the bamboo stick, which has been supported by plasticine. Lastly, we place the candle below the spiral paper and we will get the result. Now let's talk about the result. As the surrounding air getting warm, lighter air rises upwards and make the paper spiral begins to spin. The process keeps working because the cooler surrounding air keeps coming towards the light and warming up. This is a simple demonstration of convection current that exists in.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Nabila Syuhada binti Azan. My matrix number is AD200103. So today I'm going to explain about the thermal radiation. Thermal radiation is a process by which energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation is emitted by a heated surface in all directions and travels direction to its point of absorption at the speed of light. Thermal radiation does not require an intervening medium to carry it. Here is the list of apparatus that we use in this experiment. In this experiment, we need 2 plastic cups, hot water, aluminium foil, and thermometer. The experiment method, the first step is to prepare 2 plastic cups with one of them wrapped with aluminium foil. Next, we have to fill up both of cups with the same volume of hot water. Then we have to measure the temperature for both cups and record the data obtained. The experiment is repeated 3 times and calculate the average of temperature. This is the result for thermal radiation experiment. The plastic cup that have no wrap, the temperature average is 80.3 degrees Celsius, while for the plastic cup that wrapped by aluminium foil, the average temperature is 30 degrees Celsius.
So, we have come to the last part of our presentation today, which is the conclusion that can be made through all the conducted experiment. For the conduction, we can conclude that metal is a good conductor of heat, followed by plastic and wood. The time taken for butter to melt for metal is faster compared to others. Meanwhile, for the convection, heating air causes the air molecules to travel farther apart, thereby making the air less dense. Less dense air will always rise above dense air. Meanwhile, for the thermal radiation, we can see that plastic cup wrapped by aluminium foil is a poor absorber as it reflects much of the heat energy away.